What's up, everybody? Welcome back for the second time. So the good news is I already know all the numbers. We already know the expected moves. We are going to go over that, so this one's going to be relatively shorter. You don't have to watch me go through TOS, but we'll just go through it in a flash. We're going to go over the stock market expected moves. I'm kind of curious how this week's going to pan out. We got Google, we got Facebook, we got some big tech names. Now Tesla last week they did. They missed, but their forward guidance was good, so we saw it boom. Like, you guys know how earnings are. For me, that's just an excuse. I'm curious to see how it is because we saw Snap do their earnings. Basically came out and said, this is going to suck. And I'm curious. We already saw Google and Facebook jump off because of that. So I'm curious, is that move already in, or is it only going to get worse? We got the rate hike decision also on the 28th. We're going to find out if we're in a recession or not. And I can tell you guys right now, it's going to be... It's going to be rough if we're not in a recession. I think we need the recession. Like, finally announce it. We drop this thing down a little bit. That's the rip your Band-Aid off event. And then we rock and roll going forward. That'll be the buy the dip. Without that, I think we just get this grind and trouble to the downside for a little bit longer, like for the next 18 months. I think things are going to suck. So hopefully they come out and say that it is a recession. Now we can talk about how little of one is, something like that. We can talk about the bulls that way. As far as rate hike decisions go, so we're expecting 0.75 to 100 basis points, which I think is probably good both ways. I think it's bearish if we get 0.5 or 1.25. Anything outside that spectrum is going to seem like either, hey, they think this is a joke, or they're really hammering this thing out. So not that I expect a bullish reaction, and I hate to be just bearish across the board. I just don't think that's going to be too much. It'll be interesting to see the reaction. Hopefully it's 100 basis points and we got a red reaction. As far as my plays go, I am a little bit, I have calls going into tomorrow on the market, but I also have my, I have calls that I'm playing for tomorrow. I'm thinking we have at least a bullish start to the week. I think we went to 400. I think we're going to make it to the 408 level on SPY, hopefully. We'll talk about that on the Don Front show. I got to keep this one speedy. As far as the expected moves go, we can pull this up really fast. Maybe. Technology sucks. Hate technology. How is this such a thing? Give me 1 second. I literally just had this up because I've already recorded this video. And if you watch that other video and it sounds like just chipmunks going to town, thanks for watching that video. Also, sorry. Alright, SPY. I sold some puts for tomorrow. That's another bot that I'm doing. We're going to talk about that in a different video. As far as SPY goes, we got 980. QQQ, we got 1031. IWM, we have 558. Tesla was a $52 move. Alright, so Google is actually 765. 765 and 2041. 765 and 2041. This is something I didn't have in there, so I'm glad I got to redo this part at least. Please fit. Man, couldn't just stick there. Alright, 765. Ooh, now that's my alert to buy more Google, but just keep the math simple. If that's before earnings, like if you want to buy 100 shares, I'm going to buy a little bit more than that. But I would say I'd only buy about 50 when that comes, in case you can get it quite a bit cheaper after. If you were to take this as actually one giant bear flag, leg in, flag, leg out, that'd put Google at 80 bucks. So the one question I asked in the video before is, who's buying Google at 80 bucks? I'm not even that big of a fan. Like, I like Google like it's a growth story. It's not like Tesla and Facebook, my biggest positions. But I don't know a lot at that price. 2041. Okay, I couldn't remember if it was 21 or 20. Flustered now. Is this a joke? Alright, 2041. That puts Meta right back down into... Ooh, just below the zone. Right to that line. Interesting. Where you guys at on this? That's a weekly zone I really don't want breaking, but I gotta expect a little bit more red. I think they're gonna follow suit with Snap. I think most of the move was from that, but I think there's a little bit more red to come. As far as the expected moves for IWM, I got them all priced out. That does kind of look like a top to me. I was thinking a green Monday, maybe Tuesday, but then we turned this ship around. So we'll see. If that pans out, I'll come out smelling like a rose because I'm actually in SPY calls and puts. Calls, a lot closer. Puts expire tomorrow that I sold, which is a bullish play. I'm in SPY calls a couple weeks out that hope I can manage tomorrow in the green. I also have August 19th Tesla and SPY puts. So I'm kind of hoping tomorrow we're bullish and then we peter out and send this thing down, regardless of the excuse. So there's tech. I do think that looks like a top, but I'm not surprised to see one more green day in there. Same with the S&P. To go over last week's play and anxiety, this was a $10,000 play for me. Above this green line, I am red $10,000. So it's 100% above, 100% below on this play. First 15 minutes, I'm about 100% red, 100% green. Next 15 minutes, 100% red, 100% green. A little bit further, just kidding. We're back in the danger zone. We finally melted off, so it was actually a great Friday. Oh, that would have sucked if I was wrong, especially with Amazon not splitting anymore. That'd have just been one good Amazon day, and I'd have made that back. Again, I'm very curious how this week pans out. It's a very big week with big tech earnings. Again, Tesla already missed, but they announced a pretty good guidance. A lot of people have already sandbagged and set the bar pretty low. It's not hard to beat some previous issues. So very curious how this week pans out. I think it will set a lot of tone. I'm actually excited to see what we're talking about on Thursday. I go live on Don Fran's show on Tuesday and tonight, so Sunday, Tuesday, and I'm doing a recap video on Thursdays. So I'm curious to see just where we went on that. Either way, I got positions across the board, so hopefully we can get out, manage them all. They're all good. So I'll wrap it up here. Let me know what your guys' plays are. Are you bullish or bearish? More importantly, what plays do you have to back that up? Not just what's your call-outs because you don't have any money. No skin in the game. What are you doing? Are you long? Are you short? Both. Let me know, guys, and I will see you in the next video or on my other channel, Don Fran Show. Jump in the comments because I only do that so I can talk to you guys. I'll see you there.